มันก็วิ่ง Of death.
Of life, my friend.
No, bro. It's
Of
death.
life.
It's death.
This-
It could kill you.
This will enhance.
It could kill you.
It's gonna enhance your life, mate. You can drive places now.
Hopefully.
All right. Where are we? Hi guys. We're back today. We are in Hendon, and we have Saeed with us. How are you, Saeed?
I'm good.
We're doing a manual. Why am I saying manual? Because we talked about it earlier, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you normally drive?
I normally drive automatic, but yeah, maybe we'll see what happens with the manual.
Yeah, we had a little bit of practice. Yeah, you're not too bad actually. My only points for you would be ready when you're coming to like stops or when you come into like hazardous situations. Have your foot near the clutch so you don't forget to press it down, okay? Do you have any questions before we begin the test?
No.
All right, so should we just get straight into it?
Let's get straight into
Okay, so the test is going to last approximately 38 to 40 minutes. We're going to be driving on various roads. At all times, I like you to follow the road ahead unless signs tell you otherwise. We're going to be doing about 20 minutes worth of independent driving. We also do one reverse maneuver. If at any point during the test you're not sure what we're doing, just ask, and if I can help you, I will. Okay?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions?
No, I'm fine.
All right, so when you're ready, we're going to drive out towards the right, please. Alright guys, as per usual, I'm going to narrate through the video so that you guys can see what's happening, and also I can explain to you what's happening through the video as well, so that you're not too lost through it. So Saeed here is just getting ready. Nice look around. There's no footpaths near us, but still do your 360 check before moving off, even if there's a fence behind you. You'd be surprised what comes out of there sometimes. People, dogs, a couple of cats sometimes. So yeah, make sure you definitely have a look around before you move off. It's a nice sunny day like this. If you can, wear sunglasses. They really help, or at least practice wearing sunglasses on your driving lessons. Take the next right, I know please. A lot of learners, when they go when they pass their test, actually they are afraid to wear sunglasses because they've never driven with them before in the lessons. But on really sunny days like this, they really do help. So if you can, do that. So a nice turn there, see, properly on his side, no cutting corners. Excellent start so far. Remember, this is quite a slow section. You got a little 10 mile an hour sign on the left there, just reminding you to go slowly. And this bit looks a bit weird, but you can drive through here. You should drive through here. This is the only way to go through. And you see the little blue sign on the right that was saying that cars coming from this way have priority over any cars that are down this end. So if there is any cars down there, they should wait for you, and then you make your way through. Next roundabout, let's turn right, please. Turning right at the roundabout.
Hey, boy.
Good mirror checks before signal. End of the road, turn left please. That roundabout there, it can be a bit tricky for turning. Make sure you keep it nice and slow, because it's a lot smaller than you might think, and steering there to make sure you're on your side properly is quite hard. Turn left, looks like it's clear on the right side there. For the next roundabout, we're going to turn right, fourth exit to come back this way, yeah? So turning right, fourth exit here. So he'd got a bit close to the right there. So you got a bit close. Be careful not to go too far right. There is a bus lane there. You don't want to go into it. A bus lane that's turning right. So don't go into it and don't approach it, because that will be driving on a bus lane. You see here, positioning is very good. Signaled already. Aiming for the fourth exit. Signal left. Check mirror as well. That was really good. But here you see there's a pedestrian near the crossing there, so that was very close. Don't come off the crossing. Don't come off the roundabouts too fast. If that
on the left in a safe place, please.
Brake. And that could have been a problem. So be very careful when you're coming off roundabouts, because a lot of roundabouts have zebra crossings near them. I say this in my videos a lot, but that's because it's true. So here we just skip forward a couple of minutes, because there's nothing really going on. And we're doing our first stop on the left.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to start independent driving now, okay? Independent driving. So I'm going to follow some directions I'm going to give you, okay? So we're going to get to a roundabout, turn left. Yeah, and then take the first road on the left. And then pull over somewhere safe.
Okay, so we're going to get to a roundabout.
Mm-hmm.
And take a left.
Yeah, left, yeah.
And then
take the first road on the left.
And then left again.
And then find somewhere to park.
Okay.
Somewhere safe, okay?
Okay.
If you're not sure, you can ask, but ask in plenty of time, okay?
Sure.
When you're ready, please.
Nice looking around there before moving off. So turning left here. So the mistake a lot of learners make is that they use 2 lanes to turn left. Be very careful, because it's a very thin lane that you need to use on the left side there. So if you approach it too fast, you might not even realise that it's 2 lanes and end up using both of them, which can be a serious fault. So make sure you approach it properly and stick to your side. If you're turning right, obviously stick to the right side. If you're turning left, stick to the left side.
Pull over somewhere safe around here, please.
So a little bit quick off the clutch then, which is gonna be an issue further down, which we'll see further down what happens. At that point they were just a bit jerky. And we want to bring this clutch up smoothly when we change gears.
Thanks very much. We're going to start the second part of the independent driving, okay? So this one's a bit longer.
Yeah.
Going to get to a set of traffic lights, turn right. Yeah. Roundabout, go straight, second exit. Roundabout left.
Okay,
So what we're doing, please? Yeah.
So, end of this road, I think. The traffic lights turn right.
It's not really the end of the road, no, but when you see the traffic lights, it's turning right.
Okay, whenever I see traffic lights, I turn right.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's going to be a roundabout, I go straight.
Correct.
And then what was the last one?
Roundabout left.
Roundabout left.
Yeah.
So then we've got traffic lights right,
Mm-hmm.
roundabout straight,
Mm-hmm.
and then left.
And the next roundabout. Yeah.
I might need to help with the last one.
Yeah, remember to ask in plenty of time and I can confirm, okay? When you're ready, please.
What Saeed did there was very good, making sure you confirmed exactly where he's going. But if you look now, he's getting ready, but look where the gear is. Right now it's in neutral. He's going to try to move off in neutral. Pressing the gas, but he's not getting no power. And then he's realised, so he's gone back to the left. Luckily there's no one really around as he was doing this. So then he's... I think he was thinking that the engine was off, but it wasn't, so he's put it back on now. Then now it's just a matter of waiting for another safe gap. Remember, if these things happen, don't get flustered, just try to sort it out as best you can and then move off when it's safe. Nice over the shoulder check. But then if you look at this car in front of us now, it's doing a maneuver just as we're coming out. Good response from Saeed, so well done.
Traffic lights, my friend, yeah? Traffic lights. Cancel that signal, please. Traffic lights, yeah?
So Saeed isn't the first person to have done that at that point there. A lot of people try to turn there when they've heard that they're turning right at traffic lights. Maybe they've seen the zebra crossing and they're flashing orange and they think that they have to turn there, but traffic lights is, you know, the red, amber and green ones that are at a junction. So if you see those, that's when you're going to turn. If you're not sure, remember, ask the examiner, then they will tell you, no, it's not this one, it's further down. Because sometimes you might even try to turn or indicate when there's a pedestrian crossing that's controlled by lights, which is not what they mean. So just double check with them and they will confirm.
You see them. You know, like traffic lights, red, green, and orange.
So at this point here, Saeed should just be thinking about, okay, where are the next traffic lights? And looking out for them, looking out for any signs, so that he's prepared for that right turn when he sees them. So he's seen them, but he's signalled really early there. So there was a fault for timing of a signal, because you see there was a road before there as well, and it's quite far away from where he signalled. Remember, you want to signal about 3 houses away from where you're actually turning, roughly about 3 houses away. Turning right here, he's gone very far forward. There's a car here trying to turn, but he's in their space, but luckily he's moving out the way because there's nothing else preventing him from turning, but still get a fault for that. If it was a different situation where there's lots of cars and he has to wait for them, there might even be a serious actually. So whenever you're waiting there, remember, think about where you're positioning, give space for other cars that are turning as well.
That was the left, right?
Roundabout.
Or was it roundabout?
Roundabout, straight first. The first one is right, straight, and then the next roundabout after that is left, yeah?
So I really like what Saeed's doing there, confirming again.
So we've got 2 roundabouts. The first one is going straight, and the one after that we're going left, yeah?
So well done, Saeed.
first roundabout now. Over here we're going straight. So remember, we're going straight, second exit here. Very good signal just after the first one. Cancel the signal. Great job. So for someone who doesn't drive manual that much, he's doing really well actually with the gears and things. At the roundabout, yeah.
At the roundabout.
He hasn't driven manual for a while. I think that's the thing about manual. Once you kind of learn a bit of it and you understand how it works, you never really lose it. It might be a bit rusty, but you never really lose it. So. Good observation of the roundabout. Okay, just carry on driving for now. I'll give you the rest of the independent driving in a bit, okay? Take the next road on the right, please. So you see there's gone into gear 1. That's because of this car. It requires gear 1 for those sort of speeds. But in the car that you might be driving, might be gear 2. So you need to kind of, get used to the car that you're driving and figure out what gear you're going to use. Pull over on the left in a safe place, please. So there are raised curbs here where you can stop, but unfortunately Saeed has chosen to stop in front of a driveway, which has given him a minor for stopping by driveway. Thank you. We're going to carry on with the independent driving, okay? So now, you just follow the road ahead. It's going to bend towards the left. Take the first road on the right. Turn left at the end, and then left at the lights.
So left, the road's going to bend left, then right.
Take the first right.
To the first right.
Yeah, it bends left anyway, you can't go anywhere else.
Yeah, it bends left.
And then take the first road on the right.
And then afterwards take a left.
And then left at the lights.
Okay.
When you're ready, please. Good, so this time he didn't forget to go into gear 1. Making progress. Side smiling there a little bit. I think he's enjoying himself there. Or was that nerves? Who knows?
Right here, right?
Yep. As you can see from the signs here, you can only turn left. So sometimes in these split junctions, the examiner won't tell you which way to turn. They just expect you to see the signs and turn the correct way. If you ask them, they might just say, do what you think is best. And hopefully you can do the right thing. So Saeed is doing a good job just waiting here, waiting for a safe gap. Remember, some of these cars are driving at 50 miles an hour or sometimes even more. So you need to be very careful when you're coming out. And once you're out, you start building up your speed quickly, which is what Saeed is doing right now. So adding lots of gas, trying to build up that speed as quickly as you can. Good. Yes.
That left one.
Yeah.
Again, confirming where he's going, which is very good.
And left again, please.
So once you come off the dual carriageway, you have to be very careful with your speed now.
That's the end of the independent driving. I'll give you directions from now on, okay?
Because you're going to feel like you're going slow, but you might actually be going too
Yes,
fast. But
please.
right now, Saeed is doing really well.
Turn right then, please.
So remember, down these narrow roads, you want to be prepared for any cars that are coming through, any other large vehicles as well. So be ready for meeting situations, which basically means, you know, you might have to pull over, or they might have to pull over for you. But just be ready for that. Don't drive there like you're the only car that's down that road. As well, you want to take care not to get too close, because it is quite a narrow road, so don't get too close to the cars on the left, which sometimes happens in these kind of roads. Excellent job on this meeting situation here. Good mirror checks.
At the end of this road,
Well
turn
done.
left, please.
Excellent observation of the junction there.
Okay, Saeed, we've got two roundabouts coming up, a double roundabout, okay? We're gonna go left at the first one and then right at the second one. So left at the first one, right at the second one. But I recommend you use the right lane of the first one, okay? Even though we're turning left.
So the recommendation was to use the right lane, but you see he's gone and used the left lane, which is not going to be a fault in itself. But remember, listen to what the examiner is saying to you. They're saying it for a reason. So if you had used the right lane, it would have been a lot easier to go into the next roundabout in the correct lane. But from here you can still do it, but just have to be a bit more careful, because there might be a car next to him that wants to do the exact same thing, and they might go there first. So as you're going forward now, you should be checking that right mirror, make sure there's no one, yeah, like that, make sure there's no one there as well, because you had to switch lanes. But if he was in the right lane in the first place, it would have been okay. But look what he does here now. Goes straight over the top of the roundabout when there was all that space to use, which is not ideal. So we've got serious
Next roundabout,
markings.
turn right, please.
So on some roundabouts, you have to go a bit over the roundabout like that, if it's tight or if it's a tight turn. But the way he did it there was a bit too much, especially when there's no one else around. There's lots of room as well for him to do it properly, like he's done here. That's done that one. Okay. So just be careful with the road markings.
Take the next left, please. left again, please.
So nice turn into the car park. So remember, in car parks, just be really careful, go slowly, no rush.
You can keep following it towards that, so
sorry.
keep following it. Yeah? Use any bay you like, please, to do a forward bay park when you're ready. Yeah?
Remember, he could do any side he wants, but look how close he is to the left side. For a forward bay park, you don't want to be this close. It's going to be almost impossible to do from this close. You want to start further away from them. Well, let's see how he gets on. This one's a bit downhill as well. So around this point, it's about using the clutch down and then using the brake to control how fast he's going around. See, he's got no space to actually make the turn because he got way too close. He started too close. You need lots of space for the car to turn in. Because of where he was, this was never going to work, so he's going to have to make corrections now. Remember I said he is on a hill, so that's why it's a bit of a struggle. Make sure you get the biting point. Look around. Reverse back slowly. So I thought he was just going to go forward again here, but I think he's given up on this bay. He's going to try a different one. So maybe make an adjustment for a maneuver like that. You're going to get a fault for control. A minor one. So he's trying again, but I see he's still doing the same thing where we're starting really close. So he's going to have the same issue again. Nowhere near enough for him to straighten out properly. Okay, so you finally done it. There's no need to turn the engine off, though. You can leave the engine on.
To face
put the
that way
handbrake on
when
there.
ready.
The examiner then will know that you've done it properly. For them to check in, he's quite close to the line, but he's in. And then I think he's checking as well.
So just reverse out.
You reverse out this way, so we're facing that way. We're going to drive out this way.
Yeah,
I think the fact that I checked made him nervous. So remember, the examiner sometimes will check, so don't worry too much if they do that.
Handbrake's on, yeah.
So he left the handbrake on there. Car was struggling a bit as well. Very fast towards that
There's
car.
a car behind us there.
I think so. I've had to brake there so to stop us hitting that car there, which is why he's got a dangerous fault for control there. But you always want to reverse back slowly. You never know what's behind you. Come out of your bay really slow.
Follow it around.
Not too fast like that because you're gonna hit something. So now you can see by Saeed's face that incident's running through his mind. At this point, you kind of just want to forget about it really and just concentrate what's happening next, because thinking about that thing too much will make you make silly mistakes, which you might see in a second now. So remember how he's been driving before. He's been driving pretty decently up until this point. So, but now that he's made that mistake, which we talked about later actually, if you watch the end of the video, now that he made that mistake, he's going to start making other mistakes. That might seem a bit silly to you, but sometimes usually it's due to concentration. And if you're thinking about what you've done before, you're not going to be concentrating what you're doing at that point there.
Next roundabout, turn right, please.
You're supposed to be turning right, which is just over there. But and all the way around. I nearly braked there because it was about to go on the wrong side there. But
That's not what you meant. That is not what you meant.
No, right is over there, yeah?
Oh my, why didn't you stop fully?
he missed his turning, which is not a fault in itself, but the fact that he wasn't controlled that well.
You
He was
okay?
about to go on the other side.
Yeah, let's take the next left,
Planning
please.
and awareness.
What am I doing? I lost it.
Try to stay focused, okay?
Yeah.
I think he's a bit shocked with what just happened. But anyway, you've got to keep it moving. You notice there's a 20-mile-an-hour sign there on the floor. But this is the 20 sign. Another one on the floor.
This is a 20 for now. It's not 30, it's 30 now from here, yeah?
It started to go a bit faster, it started reminding, because there's another sign saying 30 miles an hour where just as we drove past there, but you don't want to be doing any higher than 20 before you get to that sign, which is why you got a serious fault for speed there.
Take the next left, please.
So he was messing about the gears way too early, and then steering was a bit all over the place. Nearly hitting that sign over
Getting
there,
very
which
close
is
to
why
that
I nearly
sign
grabbed
there.
the wheel, but he was still too close, which is why he got serious for steering there. I don't know if you noticed, but his driving seems a bit rushed now as well. So this often happens when learners are nervous, especially when they've made a mistake. But you want to just tell yourself to calm down, relax, and think about what you're doing at that point
At
there.
the next roundabout, turn left.
So you don't rush and make mistakes. Probably could have gone there because that car behind there was quite far away. I was about to move off in gear 2, but he realised, so that was good. Going through the gears very quickly there. Not necessarily a good thing on this kind of road.
Become mindful of the road markings coming
you
up
don't
ahead,
go
yeah?
too fast, too quickly. Take your time. Went a little bit over that roundabout, but that one's much smaller than the one before. And there, sometimes the examiner will tell you to watch out for the road markings, so that if you don't go around it properly, they will give you a fault for that as well. Sometimes a serious fault actually, so be very careful.
Yes, please.
Came off the clutch way too quickly. He was going in gear 1 and he was going way too fast for that gear as well, which is why it did what it did there. Definitely a serious fault for gears. I don't know if you heard it, but I actually made the wheels spin as well a little bit. When we talked about earlier, a lot later actually, he was talking about that a car was in the way. So that car that went past on the wrong side of the road, by the time that he done the gear change, that car was long gone, so that gear change wasn't really necessary there. Could have just kept it in the gear that he was in and carried on driving really. At the end of the road, turn left please. Turning left now, nearing the end of the test now. Let's see, very quick. Not going to gear too quickly. Accelerating quite fast. Going past
Take the next road on the right,
crossing quite quickly as well. So yeah, you can see that he's not driving the same as he was before. Remember, you want to stay calm until the examiner's told you to switch the engine off at the end of the test. Until then, just stay chilled, drive calmly, and don't rush anything.
Turn left at this roundabout, please.
Turning left at this roundabout. They've got this car in front. See, they're not sure what they're doing. Look, they just stopped there for a second and then started moving again. Looks a bit lost. There's no idea that we're even by his side. So around here, people do crazy stuff around here. So be careful when you drive past this bit here. But at least I think he acknowledged it and said sorry, and then kept it moving. So just be careful of drivers around there.
Gonna stop somewhere here, yeah? More left than that? Anyway, here's good. Just stop somewhere here, please, yeah? Thank you. Okay, just give me a couple of seconds while I deal with these.
Can I get out of the car for a minute? Oh, should we wait?
Nearly done, so.
Oh, isn't this finished?
Yeah, it's finished now, yeah.
Yeah. If you tell me what.
Alright, how do you feel you've done?
I thought it was a fail. I already saw the mistakes I made.
What are they?
The parking was a shambles. That was atrocious.
Right.
Even getting out was a shambles. But the good points were probably like my left and right was okay. Again, in between, after that, I kind of just went downhill because I was a bit stressed out.
About the parking?
Yeah, about the parking, yeah. It stressed me out. So I knew I failed, didn't it? Because, like, I don't know if I even went into the bay yet. Was I even in the bay?
You were in the bay, actually. You didn't. Yeah, you didn't fail for the control bit. You got a minor for that. So
when I was reversing back into the other car?
Yeah, that's the bit that you failed for.
Well, I could have easily done that better. I just thought I failed already.
You're going way too fast there.
I should have just done it slowly, man. I could have done that easily.
So you got 12 minors.
Oh, that's a lot of mine.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 majors, yeah.
Wow, that's a lot. It's good learning. You can tell me what I did wrong.
Sure.
That's why you're here to learn.
Of course. Don't take it like hard. Obviously, that's what you're here to do, to learn, and you can go from here. Road markings. There was a roundabout, double roundabout. Yeah. I said to you go left and then right.
Yeah.
So you've gone left, but then on the right, on the one for going right, you've gone straight over the hump. You need to go around it.
Yeah, I kind of remember that one. You said position yourself on the right on the first, and I positioned myself on the left.
Yeah. You didn't listen to it's only a recommendation. It wasn't like you have to do that. So but it makes it easier to go to the right lane afterwards.
I took a left, right, and then obviously I was meant to take a right, but what did I do wrong? Did I go over the circle?
Yeah.
Too much.
Way over, yeah.
Way over.
When you could have just gone around a bit more.
I remember that one, yeah.
Speed. So this is when it's a 20 zone. I said to you, this is a 20 zone. You're going a bit too quick there.
Remember that. I saw 20 as well. I think it was 24 or something I was going.
Yeah, somewhere near there, maybe 24, 25.
Above 20.
Steering. So this is just after that 20 sign. And you're going for gear 1.
and your steering's all over the place, and you nearly hit that sign on the left.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And
That
I
was
nearly grabbed the
atrocious.
wheel.
Yeah, that was. It was just getting worse and worse from there.
And then gears. This is when you've gone into gear 1 at quite high speed, and you've come off the clutch, and you just went.
Oh, that's what I was doing. Oh, sugar, yeah.
Were you going for gear 1 or gear 3 there?
I think I was probably going for gear 3 probably, because why would I go for gear 1 there? Was it a turn?
We just done a little mini roundabout. So was it another car overtook a learner by the roundabout,
Yeah.
which was a bit dangerous. They've overtook.
Oh yeah, that one. I
And then-
so
then
I
you've gone-
knew I did something wrong
Then
there.
you've gone past that, but then for some reason you decided to go into gear 1 there when it was way too fast for gear 1. And
I
then
think my brain was trying to say I was meant to stop because I saw something dangerous coming.
they're already gone though. That situation had already passed.
Oh, that was way after you saying. Are you saying
Yeah.
after you passed me?
Then you went into gear 1 and brought it right up. Yeah.
And I was meant to just go straight there, wasn't I?
Yeah, it's just a straight road. Yeah.
What was that? And I did a U-turn.
Not there. That was different. That was
That was
more.
another one. That was another one.
Yeah, that was more planning and awareness. That
Yeah,
one.
fair enough. It was mad. A lot of mistakes.
You see on the video anyway, when you've gone into gear 1 and then you brought the clutch up.
Yeah, I know. I felt the thump, innit? Isn't that's what caused the thump?
And you already talked about the reversing back too fast towards that car on the after the parking. Yeah, I felt after the dual carriageway. Yeah, you're going fast everywhere. You're rushing everything.
Was I?
Yeah. Before then, you weren't making that many mistakes. But then afterwards, I don't know, maybe you got like a rush of the speed, so you're like in racing mode.
I think you're right. You know,
and everything that you're doing was too fast.
Yeah, it was too fast. Because even when I was parking, right,
Mm.
I don't know why am I in such a rush to get out. Like I could just slowly get out.
Yeah.
I don't know what. My brain was just.
He was doing everything way too quick. So with the parking, it would make it a lot easier if you start wide. Don't start so close to the base.
Yeah, I made that mistake.
Start
as well.
far away.
I forgot my reference point. I was just like,
Just
take a
turning
left.
I hope for the best.
I hope for the best.
So
I'm surprised it was even in the bay.
same. I'm
not gonna lie.
When I opened the door, yeah, I was
You know, I
ready.
winged it. I probably winged that. That's where I thought I failed. So I was like, I gave up.
When I
That was my
opened
first
the
major,
door,
right?
yeah, no, the major was
that?
the reversing
That's
back.
what I'm saying. If I knew I passed that, I would have been more confident the rest of it. But I already thought I failed with the parking.
No, it was in
'cause
the
it
line.
atrocious. You know when you looked at it, I was like, oh, he definitely saw it.
No, I had to check because I thought it was out of the line, but
I
it was.
thought that was line as
It
well.
was actually in the line.
Because when I opened, I was like, oh, this is already.
Was it wide?
I thought either it's just barely in.
No, it was
the
in.
car's quite small, innit? But the other car I drive,
Would have been out if it was like
would
that.
have been out.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
no,
I was
no.
already thought I failed.
This
already.
was in. It was in. It was
And
just.
then after that, I think I was like, I couldn't focus because I already knew I failed. But I didn't.
Even that roundabout going round, you were supposed to
That
just go
was- I
right,
don't know what was
but
it.
you've gone.
Was that serious? If I went all the way around,
No, you can't. You're allowed to do that, but it's just the way you done it. It was a bit off.
it's a bit weird. It
Yeah,
wasn't like
because
in control, I
it's about
wasn't
you're about to
in
turn on the wrong side. Remember, you're coming round.
control.
It
Yeah.
almost felt like you're about to turn on the wrong side,
And I
then
just did a full turn,
Yeah.
full lock turn to the right. Yeah, fair enough. So, could you
So that
recap
was-
the mistakes just so I remember?
yeah, sure. So for the serious ones, yeah,
Yeah, the serious ones first.
speed,
Yep, speed. Okay, that one I understand. I definitely could improve on that one.
road markings, going over the speed, going over the roundabout when you didn't need to. You could have gone around it properly. The mini roundabout.
Mini roundabout when I went. Oh yeah, the circle.
Yeah.
When I was taking a right, I need to go proper around.
Yes.
Yeah, fair enough.
Unless there's no space to do that, but there was plenty of room.
Plenty
but you
of
didn't need,
space,
you didn't
yeah,
need to go over it.
Yep.
The car behind us went and done it properly.
Okay, I think the speed one I definitely could have done better on that, and the hump one I definitely could have. If I was focusing, I think I could have done better on that.
Steering,
Okay, the steering one was bad. I'll be honest. That one I could. That one is.
because you were like concentrating on the gear change and then you
Yeah,
were
I'm
like
not
doing
used
that.
to the gears. Yeah,
Yeah.
but fair enough. That one definitely I can tell because it's manual. Like I was struggling with the
Gear
steering
change.
You
I
can't
reckon
use
if you're just taking more time, just going
Yeah.
slower and just take your time with it, because you felt like you're trying to do really quickly and then go here and then. But if you just relaxed a bit more and think, okay, I've got a turn coming up.
Right.
What gear do I need? Oh, I need gear one. Let me just go a bit.
What happened?
Mirror signal. Let me slow down first,
It's
and
'cause
then
it
go
was a
into
test-
one.
It was a test experience, innit?
So you feel like
So I got
nervous.
stressed out.
Yeah, that's why it's good to do mocks because
Yeah,
you
no,
get
no,
that feeling out.
It's good because you know with the things I did today,
Mm.
like it's a good experience because I know now, like for my test in 2 weeks,
Mm.
I'll be just more calm, more patient. Even when I thought I failed,
Yeah,
you know, I thought I
yeah,
failed.
yeah, exactly.
So I gave up.
A lot. I don't know
You
if
know,
you
for
some
the
of my
whole
some of
ride,
my
I was
videos,
like,
yeah.
as soon as I did that, I was like, oh,
Some of my videos I say to my people like watching, don't
Don't.
give up,
it's easy to say,
because
but
a
it's
lot
hard to do.
of
innit?
times you think, I failed, but you haven't actually failed. You don't know what the examiner's like writing down what they're thinking, so don't think like that. Just think, okay, I'm gonna do my best until they tell you to turn the engine off. Just
Yeah.
carry on like you
don't
haven't failed.
I think someone just came into me like I was like, nope, over. Test is over, so.
So for the minor ones, Clutch, this is when you're bringing that clutch up too fast,
Okay, yep,
but you've done that again on the gear 1 change when you shouldn't
I
have
could
done
feel
that.
as well.
Reverse park control, because you had to correct it.
Yeah.
Start the car, please.
Awesome.
Let's get into gear 1. Take your time with this, yeah? Let's go forward. A bit more left. A bit more left. Just go forward a bit more. Yeah, this is good. Thank you. Stop there.
When if I was driving more relaxed.
Like just chill. Like, at some point I got a bit scared because you were driving.
I don't blame you. Sorry. Sorry, man.
No, you're right. Let's go for the carrying through the minors. Sometimes you're not checking your right mirror when you're going around things.
Okay. Okay.
Signaled a bit early on the independent driving when you were going towards the traffic lights.
Oh yeah, so I think did I cancel it after or?
No, not that one. There was one where you cancelled, so I didn't mark you for that one.
Oh, okay.
This one you left it on for until you got to the lights.
Okay.
Hesitation. This was a roundabout. There's a car coming towards us. He's going straight. He could have easily turned, but you waited for him.
I think I saw that one. I saw the
and then the car behind was turning, so you had to wait for him as well.
Yeah, I saw because because he didn't even signal right, so I should have assumed he's just going straight.
Yeah,
I don't know why
don't like, because remember we talked about it earlier. Sometimes you don't trust them, isn't it? You need to trust that they're going.
Because he was a bit to the right, so I was thinking, is he not forgetting his signal maybe?
No. If you think like that, you're gonna be there for a very long time. Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Turning right, traffic lights. Remember the independent driving?
Yeah.
Do you remember the way you position yourself? Really far forward, and that car that was coming almost couldn't make his turn because you had to wait a bit over there for you before you got a bit. You got basically in his space. So you need to, when you're turning right, you need to think about the cars that are coming that are turning their right as well and give them room.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean or not really?
Can you explain that one again?
Yeah, sure.
Oh no, I don't.
So we're turning right, yeah?
Yeah.
It's the traffic light, and there's another car that was trying to turn right, trying to turn their right.
Yeah.
But you've gone so let's say this is the junction here, yeah?
I've taken their one.
Yeah, you've gone all the way here to turn right.
And I'm not letting them get their space to turn right.
Exactly.
Oh, I see. Was that serious or major?
It was a minor.
Oh, okay, but
because it was sorted out quickly. But if it was a situation where he was there for a long time, you're lucky that you could move. Because if you're there for a long time now, that would have been a serious thing.
I get you. But there was no car, so I could just go through. But I should have given him space. So we
should
could
have
both.
thought exactly. Because he wasn't there when you were getting there. But you need to visualize that somebody might come there.
Okay, I understand.
Because that whole junction is not just for you; it's for the other cars as well.
Yeah.
Meeting situation. This is I think there's a bus right at the beginning. You were going towards it, and then you stopped quite late. It wasn't as serious, but you stopped quite late. You could have stopped a bit earlier.
Okay, I went. Did I go around it?
No. He was coming towards us. And there's not enough space.
I know what you're talking about.
And then he stopped suddenly, then he's gone round.
Yeah. I should have. And then when I steered, it was kind of close to the other car.
Yeah, should have done it a bit earlier.
Yeah, no, that was not.
Yeah, let's go a bit more forward again, so this guy can come out. I'll go forward. Just look around first, please. Make sure it's safe. Handbrake as well.
How about the one where I forgot to put the handbrake down?
Yeah, that was also a fault.
Was that serious?
No. The handbrake fault will be serious if you have it on for a long time.
Oh, that one also. That one started everything. It was going downhill from there.
Go a bit more that way, please. We're gonna reverse into here and then drive out. Yeah.
A bit more forward.
Yeah, this is fine. Just stop here, please.
Okay.
And then just before the last section of the independent driving, I asked you to pull over on the left in a safe place, and you've actually blocked a driveway.
Oh.
So that's a minor. Be careful with this one. It can be a serious if somebody comes and goes into the driveway and you're blocking them. That'll be a serious. Or if somebody's trying to come out of the driveway, that could also be a serious. I know it sounds very rare.
No, I get you.
But it has happened before on tests.
Yeah, obviously.
Where people have parked there just as the person's trying to leave, and then they get serious. If the examiner says to you, don't worry about that driveway, then obviously you can block it. But if they say to you, pull up in a safe place, there was a nice raised curb just ahead of that one and before as well.
Oh, and I blocked a curb. I blocked a driveway.
Driveway, yeah. I would say it wasn't too bad, Just relax yourself a bit more.
Yeah.
And don't speed everywhere. Don't try to do everything in a rush. And I think you'll be right because when you're relaxed, your driving is actually pretty decent. Remember when you were talking earlier, before the mock test started, you weren't under any pressure too much, were you?
No.
You were more relaxed and you weren't making any mistakes. But when you put yourself in that pressure situation now, that's when you can, start making mistakes and start driving faster than what you should do. You probably don't even realize you're driving fast, isn't it? Or you're driving too quickly, or you're doing things too quick.
No.
Yeah, you just think it's normal.
No, I'll be honest. I need to learn how to just stay, because for me, in my opinion, I would have driven fine. Like I feel like if after the parking, Shooligans was happening. If I just stayed calm, it would have been way better. But straight after that, I just thought I failed. So I was a bit demoralized. Straight off the bat.
Nah, you gotta stay on point until
That's why I said this is a good experience for me, because in the real test, imagine I feel like I didn't park properly.
When you'd have.
When I have, then I'm not gonna just give up.
Yeah.
Because I kind of gave up. Like I was really like demoralized.
I know. It felt like it a little bit.
I was demoralized. Even when I was reversing back, quite quick as well.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
That's why I had to brake, because I thought, okay, he hasn't got it under control.
No,
but well done for giving it a go anyway, Saeed. Okay.
It was enjoyable. Anyways.
I'm glad you came, man. Well done. So I'm going to do a little outro. So guys, thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us with Saeed. Done really well today. Hopefully you pass in your real one. Let us know how it goes, okay,
I'm driving
Saeed?
automatic, so hopefully a few of the issues should be a bit
easier, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, well done, man.
Thank you so much, though, for the experience. It was good anyways. I feel like I learned a lot.
I appreciate that, man.
Definitely invaluable.
Good.